What up? Just want to make a quick video. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Um, I got Rayo Valenzuela beating Gary Russell. I don't know. And I'm gonna say this. I think Rayo's pretty good. I think he's better than what people think he is. Yeah, I know he lost to Edwin or whatever. It is what it is. But I do think that fight warrants a rematch. And I do think he could beat Edwin if he wants to as well. Edwin's a good fighter as well. But just talking about Rayo right now, I think he's a pretty good fighter. I think he's pretty good. Like, I think he's a dark horse, especially at 140. Like, I think he's a dark horse at 135, 140. I know he's at 140, so I'm gonna say 140. But I think he's better than what people think or give him credit to be. He knows how to box. He can box. Like, what he did to Isaac Cruz, I don't care what no one says. That's impressive. People may say, Isaac Cruz is one-dimensional. Yeah, Isaac Cruz may be one-dimensional, but he's a one-dimensional fighter that's tough to beat. Like, you don't have to, like, I know boxing is about skills and having this, having speed, having that. But some fighters, they don't need... Like, some fighters don't need to have so much of, let's say, skills to be effective or to be a successful fighter. Certain fighters don't have to have all the skills in the world or all the best defense in the world to be very successful. Isaac Cruz is one of them fighters that he don't need all that, bruh. Does he want to improve in certain areas? Yeah, he may want to improve, but what he brings to the table is enough to bring a lot of upsets and a lot of problems for a lot of fighters. Like, Isaac Cruz don't have to have the best defense. He don't have to have the best skills, the sharpest jab, or to be consistent with his jab. He's not consistent with his jab, but he's still gonna make it a very, very hard fight for anybody and could upset anybody that's you can consider a really, really good fighter or whatever, or very skilled. Get what I'm saying? But I was very impressed that the way he handled Isaac Cruz, because going into that fight, I was like, I had it a very, very close fight. I didn't know who to choose. But he came up and actually won. I forgot who I bet for. Did I bet for Rayo? I think I did. I think I did bet for Rayo, but I'm just saying, just the way he did it and how disciplined he was that whole fight, and he showed that he could stick with a game plan and keep turning him. He showed me that he's still a very formidable opponent, a formidable fighter, and against Gary Russell, I think he's gonna win that. That's just me. I don't have Gary Russell winning that. I don't know. Something about Gary Russell I'm just not sold on, like, especially after that last performance. And I don't want to sound I don't want to contradict myself and sound, like I'm talking out this two sides of my mouth, because I said I'm bigging up Isaac Cruz, and then I'm going to describe Gary Russell in such a fashion that is one-dimensional, and I don't think he's he will give. I'm not saying he won't give Rayo any trouble, but I don't see it. Like, I don't see it. Like, he fights, because the way I'm about to describe Gary Russell is what someone would say about Isaac Cruz, but I just think Isaac Cruz is just a bigger challenge in that kind of fashion. Like, no disrespect to Gary Russell, but his last performance against Puello really make me realize, like, he just fights like a crash out. He fights like a crash out. And like I said, it might sound like I'm talking to both sides of my mouth, because the same thing you could say about Isaac Cruz, right? But I just think Isaac Cruz is better at it. Like, it's just more effective, and it's coming from a shorter stature. You get what I'm saying? Like, Gary Russell, he's taller, he's bigger. But I just, like, the way he fight Puello was like, he didn't switch his game plan. He didn't. Like, Like, he's very one-dimensional, and Isaac Cruz is the same way. But it's just, for me, Isaac Cruz could get away with that because it looks more effective coming out of Isaac Cruz in a shorter fighter. But with him, I don't know. Like, I see Rayo boxing him easily. I see him beating him easily. I see him, like, if Rayo is very disciplined and he fights this, like, the way he fought Isaac Cruz, and don't sleep on Rayo's power. He got power too. So Gary Russell can't just come in the front door and try to bully him. Like, you can't do that, man. I think he gonna have to be a little more strategic with somebody like Rayo Valenzuela. Because Rayo Valenzuela, he got power. Like, you can't sleep on that. And just the way he boxed his last fight, I've never seen Gary Russell box like that. Like, Gary Russell, he just usually coming straight forward, and he just trying to, like, get you out of there. Like, he's a pressure fighter, but he come with power too as well. Let's not get it wrong. But I don't see him as someone who can change his style. Like, Rayo, I see him change his style. Like, Rayo, I seen he could do different things in a fight. I seen him fight or beat a fighter like Chris Colbert, who's a boxer. And then I seen him fight and beat a fighter like Isaac Cruz. It showed me he has dimensions to him. And he can fight different. And I've seen that. But for Gary Russell, like, I haven't seen that from him. Like, he got so much speed and so much. Some foreign fighters, sometimes they have a little bit of too much, and that it can kind of take away from them. If you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Gary got a little bit too much. He's not like his younger brother, or his older brother, to be more precise. His older brother he has speed, but he's still a better boxer than his younger brother. Like, he does what he's trying to do, or he does what his younger brother does better. Like, because they both have speed, and they both kind of, his younger brother is just at you, and you can nullify that. And when Puello did that his last fight, he didn't have anything else he could do. He didn't have anything else. Like, Puello, if he goes in a rematch with Puello's gonna make it much more easier. And Puello could even, I don't know how much power Puello had, but he could really give Gary Russell more trouble in the rematch. I don't think he could beat Puello, to be honest. I don't think so. But I give Rayo the edge in this fight. I think Rayo is gonna win this fight. Some people may disagree. I just don't know how much Gary Russell has, or how much he could change. We'll see. He is a tough guy to deal with. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, like, Gary Russell, that kind of fighter is a tough fighter to deal with. Same with Isaac Cruz. But I think Rayo has it in him to deal with a fighter like that. I do think so. I do favor Rayo. And I favor him more so going to a decision. But I won't be surprised if Rayo surprised him and hurt him. Rayo, he could punch now. Like, he's a puncher as well. But I'm even more impressive by his boxing ability as well. I'm very impressed. As for Gary, he gonna have to show me in that fight. He gonna have to show me that he got more than him than just coming straight at somebody. Just coming straight at him. Like I said, like, not trying to be funny, he fights like a crash out. That's just my opinion. But please like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, and I'll talk to y'all later.